Hello everyone, and welcome to the Brickformula review of LEGO Set 6867, Loki's Cosmic Cube Escape, as 181 pieces for ages 6 to 12. And it's from the Superhero series, brought to you by Marvel, and this set retails for $19.99. And I would like to give a shout out to Brick Bros TV, Boris Krasnyakov, LEGO 34444XD, Super Legos R Us, Miller Mobson 1, and In Melody, because they are the subscribers who had requested that I review this set. So everyone, check out their channels. And moving forward, here in the front we see a scene from the upcoming Avengers movie. And it looks like Hawkeye is not a very good driver because he's scraping it there on the side. And down here we have the minifigures, and I'll have more on that later. And here in the back we see some of the play features, and I'll talk about this set in more detail coming up. Here are the minifigures, and first up is Iron Man, and he looks really good. Check him out. They have these transparent pieces on his hands and legs to show that he's flying, although I think they're brought off in a yellow transparent color because that's more accurate to the movie. And if you look at the power source right there on the torso, it's in a triangle shape, and when you compare him to the one in the Quinjet aerial battle, it's actually a circle there, and I'll do a comparison when I do that review. Down here we have some printing on the legs, and there's the back. Really good looking. And now to take a look at the head. When I first saw it, I thought it was a little silly because it does seem a little oversized. Kind of reminds me of those bobbleheads, but it really can't be helped because they have this really cool feature when you can open it up and you can see Robert Downey Jr. Not bad, right? And that's as far as it goes. You could lift it higher, but then it'll just come right off. And here's what it looks like when it's off. It's held down by these two little studs, and it's pretty easy to put back on. And there we go. And he has an alternate face where he does not play well with others. Up next is Hawkeye, who looks really cool too. Look at those shades. Looks pretty serious. Nice suit. And we have a new molding for the bow and arrow. And there's the back where the quiver is printed there. And he has an alternate face. And that's what it looks like in the morning when he's brushing his teeth. And finally we have Loki. And here he is up close. And he has really good printed detail there. I especially love how the details match up with the legs there. And he comes with the Cosmic Cube, which is a very plain transparent brick. And there's his staff, where he's got the sai up here, and that's detachable. There we go. And let's take a closer look at his face. And that's what Tom Hiddleston looks like when he's bald. And there's no alternate face. And no back printing. And his helmet is really cool. It's made of a soft rubber plastic. And there we go. And now to take a look at the Shield Off-Roader. And as you can see, this is a really good looking model. I especially love how they designed the front. It gives it a heavy duty feel to it. And I love the color theme too. You can't really go wrong with dark blue. The only thing wrong with it really is that there's a lot of stickers. And here they are. This one goes on the hood. This one goes on the top. We have these two shield stickers that go on the sides right there. And the emblem goes on the doors. And these letters and numbers go right here and over there. Otherwise, it's a really nice design. And here's the view from the side. And over here we have a fire extinguisher. And the doors can open, and the flick fire missile won't really block it, although it will touch as you open and close. Now the thing about the flick fire missiles is that if you look at it from the front view, you'll see that they're kind of blocked by this part right here. So if you want to fire them, I do recommend that you aim it a little higher. This way it just goes over this part right here. Because if you shoot it this way, it's not going to go very far. And there we go. See, it just bounces off the truck. And that's not something you want. And here's the view from the back. Now this is not really a ejection panel that's built into the truck. It's more of a play feature to help you bounce Loki off. And so here he is. And I guess after Iron Man shoots him, he's supposed to fly out of there. And it usually takes 2 tries to do it. And you got to push real hard. And there we go. And here's the other side. And we have an empty clip here, and that's where you're going to store Hawkeye's bow and arrow. After all, you can't leave home without it. It's pretty important. There's the bottom, and there's the top. Now take a look inside. It looks like we have a speedometer and a stick. And we'll just stick Hawkeye in here, which is pretty easy. And there we go. Let me close that up. And before I move on to the comic book, I want to take a look at this new piece that they added here. Well, technically it's not new. I've seen it before in the Mega Block set, but here it is. This is the first time I've seen it. And now we can move on to the comic adventure. Now to take a look at the comic adventure. It's a pretty small book, and this is issue number 2. In the beginning you have the usual Captain America, and the story starts here. Looks like Loki ambushes the caravan and takes the cosmic cube. Hawkeye comes out of nowhere, fires a missile, and misses. And then Loki uses his Jedi mind trick on Hawkeye, and then he uses he uses his staff to lift the truck and puts him to the side. Iron Man comes to save the day, and he gets shot down, and the bad guy wins. Interesting. And now we can move on to the recommendations. Overall, I'd say it's a pretty good set. When it comes to the value, we have a price per piece ratio of 11 cents per piece, which sounds about right considering we're getting around $19 to $27 worth of parts here, not including the minifigures. Iron Man just by himself is worth like 10 bucks, which is half the set right there. Loki and Hawkeye are about 6 bucks each, so clearly this set is a pretty good deal. And when it comes to the play value, I'd say it's pretty good too. We do have an off-road truck that is packed full of features here, such as the flick fire missiles and the tipping function. And when it comes to the minifigures, we have Iron Man, who is somewhat unique because of the printing on his torso. So in the end, I think this is a pretty cool set and definitely a lot of fun, and I think you'll like it. And that sums up my review. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.